Hey, I'm Sarah Baraza. Welcome to Beyond the Classroom channel, where we raise ourselves as parents, educators, and the community at large so that we can raise our children. Remember that it takes a whole village, it takes a whole community to bring up a child. So, whoever you are, wherever you are, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so today I'm talking about when our children become a reflection of who we are. I'll give you a little story. This is in my house, and there is just an argument. I'll give my daughter the name Anne, I'll give my son the name James, and I'll give my house manager the name Salome. So there is an argument between the two, my house manager and my son. And my son is literally shouting, but they're in the room, and I did not want to get into it. So then I hear my daughter, and she's trying to solve this situation, and I hear her ask my son James. I've given him the name James. James, do I shout at you? And James is like, no, you don't shout at me. Does Auntie Salome shout at you? No, she doesn't shout at me. And so why are you shouting at her? you know? And this made me relive a moment whereby my daughter used to beat her brother so much. And I used to ask her, do I beat you? And she'd be like, no. Does your dad beat you? And she'd say, no. Then I would ask her, and why are you beating your brother? So in her solving the situation, she was becoming me. She was becoming what I was doing. And this takes me back to thinking, if your child is being a reflection of you, who do they become? It's good to do an analysis. What are the traits that trigger you in your child? And this also brings me back to the fact about when your child starts becoming you, and you see yourself in your child, and you constantly think that they're going to make the same mistakes that you made. How am I to explain this? For example, if you are 18 years or if you are 19 years and you got pregnant or you impregnated someone, doesn't matter. And then you see either your daughter or your son is with a boy or with a girl. They are holding hands, they're enjoying themselves. And you just overreact. You're not overreacting because they're doing something bad. It's you thinking about all the things and all the mistakes that you have done. And then now you're reliving them. At that point, when you just notice that, something comes in you and you become so furious and you become so bitter and people wonder. And that is why it's actually good to heal as a human being. Heal. So that when you heal, you realize, you notice that no, this is not my child. This is not my life. This is my child's life. You start separating your story from your child's story. They have their own path, you have your own path. And if it's becoming so difficult, always find time to give your children your own stories. Allow them to know that you're not a perfect person. And if you do that, and if you constantly do that, they know that you're teaching them. You're teaching them to be a better person. Maybe you needed a better parent, but you didn't have. And so it is in your journey that you're becoming a better parent. So constantly analyze. At the moment when you are so furious, is that child becoming you? That is the question you need to ask yourself. And see you next time.